Hey, this is the Sidekick for the Bonafide P127 kayak. I think it operates on another kayak also, but they have this system. I just bought it and I found out when I opened up the box that you have to go to a YouTube video to install it. The guy does somewhat of an explanation, but it's very far away and you can't hardly see anything. But I'm going to try to do is pinpoint some stuff that I would suggest to do when you're installing this. He did say these here, there is a left and a right on there. Mine in my package did not show that it was a left and a right. I couldn't. There was one that had some green on it, maybe, that I can't remember which side that was on. I just took it off and I looked at them. But what it is the holes for this pin that come through here. Just look at it to see when you put it on here and you go up and down for the downside. When this goes down, the pin's going to be here. Now, if you put the left side over here, the pin's going to be back over here, so it'll want to go straight up. So that's the only way you could try to figure out which is left and right on that. Everything else is either side. One thing is showed, you don't talk about, you put the 1/4-20 slide-in inserts in here into this track. This track, there is a little bit of a shelf in here that they ride on. You got to be on, make sure it's on top of it. Actually, when I was trying to put it in there, they would fall down below it. You want it on top of that and slide both of them in there. He didn't really specify how far or whatever you needed to have this on the kayak. I guess it's whatever your preference is or close to it. He was talking about when you insert this tube into these hex tubes that you put it about approximately 1 inch. On my kayak, it wasn't really correct. I tightened down a little bit. It wasn't correct. You see here I had to tighten this on there to make it where when you put these legs in here, that actually this piece here will stop this insert from going in too far, and it will help you out on trying to line your holes. So this hole here is the one that you want to line up with this hole, and when you put it in here, I don't know if you can see it or not, it's too dark. This end will mate up and touch the other end, and it'll give you the guesswork or aggravation of trying to line those holes up, which right now it's got a little bit of weight on it because of the wheels. And you insert the pins. And also make a suggestion too, you have to put these lanyards on here that they do come with it, but I would suggest see how this crimped on piece is flat. Make sure that it's flat on there. Don't turn it around where this edge is going to be sitting on there. You might have a little problems. You might bend it and everything. Hopefully those will stay in their lock washers, but I'll keep an eye on it. If not, I'll put some Loctite on it. These threads here do have Loctite on them. Came with the threads on there. We'll see how they do. If they do start loosening up, I'll pull them out and put more on there. And also on these, see how that's a little boogered up? He's talking about using a drill. I rather use hand stuff on this, hand tighten, instead of any type of power tools. That was trying to tighten it with a P2 bit. This needs a P3 bit, P3 screwdriver, I would suggest. I have Apex bits that have a P3 that I was able to use, which I actually use it on I have a little ratcheting deal that hooks up to the Apex bits. Or else you're going to get the boogered up job like that. But I was able to tighten those up because there's still enough in there that he grabbed it. Then I could not see the end of this tube anymore inside here in this hex. So I just kind of moved this. I slid it back over because it was short over there on that side, when I tightened it up to made up with that, I adjusted this to made up with that, and I had to loosen this up. So I just kind of moved it. I don't know, you know, it's just probably just a support to keep it from flexing the hull of the kayak, so you don't damage it. I would imagine that's what that's for. And just I eyeballed it. I'm leaving it right now open to use these holes if I need to put a pole in there. I have not gotten a box yet to put back in this area. Another suggestion, I don't think he even specified which side to put the wheel on, but you put them on with these pins. I have a setup here. This orange thing is my setup. I have it hanging from the ceiling in my shed. But this pin here, I noticed if I had the stem on this side, when it rotated, it actually flipped. It hit that. So after over time, it could wind up doing is wearing either that stem or the cap or knocking something. So I went and put the stem on the outside, which the way it's set up, it's probably more than likely it'll probably be easier to take this off anyhow, since you have the quick pins on there and service the air pressures on them. It says on here on the side 30 psi. They already come inflated. But other than that, it is a very nice setup. I hope this will use it, because the previous kayak I had, I made a homemade job, and it worked. But I went ahead and spent the money to put this in. I think people have had good reviews on this system on this, and also they've used the ones that right on the bottom. But I'm looking for something that I don't have to go and try to find a place to put it while I go fishing. I can just put it up here. Hopefully it'll be not in the way. It's a pedal power, and hopefully I have enough room here for everything. I'm still trying to add all my stuff to it. I just got the boat, and we'll see what else I'm going to improve on. I'll be getting a box to put in here. I'll probably get it from Yak Attack, and it also has rod holders on it, so I don't have to worry about these here. And they're also concerned with the reviews I've seen. Yeah, it's nice to have these, but these things could get filled up with water. And some poles, they have the cork handles and stuff. A lot of times they do not like to be sitting in water for long times, and they just start deteriorating really quick doing that. So I'll probably use those minimal on that until I get the kayak box. Again, just showing some pointers that I seen that when I was putting this out, because there is no instructions in the box to go by. Just suggest there's a piece of paper in there that says to go on YouTube and look for the Sidekick Bonafide installation of this. So hopefully this will help out. If anybody does watch that video, just kind of give you a little bit of pointers of what I've seen on mine. These little inserts here do not have Loctite on them. I'm going to leave them like they are right now, but probably in the future, I'm going to keep an eye on it just in case they do come loose. If they start loosening up, I will pull them out and put some Loctite on them. So, thanks for watching my video.